Our man Michael Irvin was on the Colorado sideline Saturday in Boulder as Deion's team stunk in the first half. That was Deion's word for it. But thanks to Shedeur
That was a bad
Sanders,
game, especially in the first
Buffaloes
quarter.
dominated in the second half
penalty
and blew
after
it open
penalty.
36-7 before finally
It was
winning
like every single
36-14. Now
time any
Colorado
team
has
had the ball,
vaulted
it was
to
like second and
18th in the
25.
country, with games remaining with 6 other
Third and
Pac-12
18.
teams in the top 25. So Richard Sherman, can you see Deion's team beating Colorado State this Saturday, then winning at Oregon the next Saturday and rolling undefeated into a home clash and potential Heisman showdown with Caleb Williams and Keyshawn's USC?
I can't wait for that game.
I can definitely see them getting past Colorado State. That's pretty clear in my vision. Them going into the Autzen Zoo and walking out with a win is a lot cloudier in my foresight and my vision than it should be. But with Deion, it clears up just a little more, but that's going to be a dogfight. I've been in the Autzen Zoo, especially when it's big noon kickoff and it's the biggest game in the week. We went when we were the number 3 team and they were the number 2 team in the nation.
Wow.
We were up 21-3 and lost by 21.
Yep.
It's a Autzen Zoo and it gets wild up there. So
It's crazy.
I'm just not sure. You know, that's one of them games that'll be a real teller for the Colorado Buffaloes. If they can win that game, I'd feel real good about them going to SC.
Mr. USC.
I start off by saying
Wonky.
they're going to take care of Colorado State, right?
Yeah,
That's an easy deal.
They're 22.5-point favorites.
Now you're going into Eugene.
That's a swing.
Eugene is a tough place to play. Early odds got them at, I think, 14.5. It's underdogs. Whatever that means, because they were down with TCU at 20-something. So I echo what Richard says about playing in
I wonder what their rank will
Oregon.
be
It's
if they win
weird,
this weekend.
tough
Will
place
that
to
go
play.
from like 18
I don't
to
know the time
17?
of the game. Is it one of them late night game, kickoff type deals? I don't know.
Not sure that's determined yet, but maybe.
I'm kind of stuck on.
How did you do at Autzen?
We never got. Well, they came to us.
Oh, that's
Every time
right.
we played, they came to us. We never had to go up there. We had
how
to
did you swing
Oregon
that?
State. That's a schedule. That was a schedule. Scheduling was that way. But I've seen teams go there, much like Oregon State. You go in this place that's dark, and all you see is fog and the lights of the stadium. It's just a weird deal. With that being said, though, I think they can go up there and do it because of Prime and because they'll believe in the
Oregon's
situation.
helmets, though, the chrome.
I think they can, and I hope that they
Looks
do.
so sweet.
I can't wait to be in Boulder, Colorado, with 2 undefeated teams, with Heisman Trophy candidates on both sides. And then I get to pick a game. I get to pick the game, man. You know, ain't no telling which way I might go. I got a little SC love, but then I got Prime.
Yeah.
I may have to go against my school. I don't know. You know, I gotta
Yeah,
see.
it's a tough position to be in.
Don't make them. Don't tell them that.
Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
You keep it to yourself. Yeah, also, I had on a Boulder, I had a buff shirt on in Colorado. I didn't dare wear it in Dallas. I was at the game in Dallas. I don't want to separate anybody, man. But let me tell you something. The thing I saw and the thing I loved the last couple of weeks that I watch, and I always say this, the great athletes and greatness always, it's defined by meeting and beating every challenge. And I've seen this team handle those challenges. Like, think about it. You talk about, right now, this is a challenge. They're 22 points. They're 22 points favorite. Started the season 22-point dog to TCU and went in and spanked them pretty good. And now you have that quickly gone from hunting to being the hunted.
18th ranked team in the country.
Every week you're going to be the hunted in big ways because
That's what they want, though.
Say, man, y'all getting a lot of hype, getting a lot of, and when you
Deion's the coach, of course it's going to be that way.
This is going to be a test because they are feeling good about themselves, and now they're hearing people talk about how good you are. And here comes this little school, they go, Colorado State, we got them taken care of. They have to stay focused and take care of business here and not look ahead at all.
And they will. I mean, earlier in the show, Deion was saying they're taking it day to day, not even game to game.
I'm not worried about them ever not being ready.
They're just trying to stack up a bunch of good practices.
All of these situations, and he'll pull up personal experience to help them through it.
I'm about to speak with my heart and not my head, but I see them beating Colorado State because I don't think Deion, as he talked to us in the interview, will allow them to fall into that trap.
Yeah, I agree.
Colorado State lost its opener 50-24 to Washington, then they didn't play last week. But I did watch Oregon pretty much start to finish on Saturday night, much to the chagrin of my wife, Ernestine. I apologize for what I did to you. But the point is, Oregon's pretty good.
Yeah.
That it took to the bitter end for them to overcome Texas Tech at Texas Tech, and that's no shame there because that's another hard place. I've been out there a bunch. It's a hard place to win a game. They were in trouble. They fought back. Bo Nix it seems like he's been playing college football for 17 years. But so has Shedeur. The more I watch Shedeur Sanders operate, I'm just saying the world is still underestimating just how beautifully he plays that position. He was the player of the year as a freshman at Jackson State, and the next year he was the national player of the year. I'm just saying, as Deion's told us, he's been starting since he was a freshman in high school. His experience level is beyond almost all the college quarterbacks playing, including Caleb, who started a bunch of games when he was a freshman. But Shedeur is playing such dominant football that he's beginning to be more known for his first name than his last name. Is that true? Is that because he's becoming Shedeur? The Sanders part, to me, is becoming irrelevant because, yeah, we know he's the son of that guy, but right now he is his own man standing on his own 2 feet, leading a team with such skill level because of Travis Hunter.
Yeah, it seems like when I'm watching him, it doesn't ever. I never get the sense that a mistake is coming. This is
like
a lot of guys in the NFL, like you hold your breath when they throw the ball.
You got a chance to beat all these teams.
Yes.
Listen,
did you guys watch the Washington game yesterday?
If you're ready
with the Cardinals,
for the fog and the
I mean, every time Howell was scrambling, I was like,
you got to be ready for it. But
what's gonna? It could easily be a turnover. Who knows?
You're as skilled as Oregon.
And it's the Cardinals.
I think they can, and I think you talked me into picking them.
All right.
Yeah, you talked me into it, too.
You certainly have talked me into it because of the Texas Tech game, because of Shedeur, because I think they can, and they believe. And when you believe in something, you'll go and do it and take care of business.
That's a football team coached by the best.
I'm taking Colorado. I got Colorado.
Yeah, I got to take them too, and I appreciate you, Skip, for convincing because I was on the fence and I was sitting there. I needed somebody to push me over, and what you said. I mean, because TCU is also a weird place to play. TCU is a weird place. It's a weird stadium, hard to get to.
As you know, yeah.
And it was 100 degrees. And again, they don't have just normal Pac-12 athletes. I'm telling you, these kids. I mean, Travis Hunter is not a kid that you normally see in the Pac-12. You could say we've had special players in the Pac-12. You know, great players, but he's a like SEC kid who's playing in the Pac-12, and it looks like it. It's going to look like it. It's going to look different.
Well said.
And I think he's going to make that impact. That's why he's allowed to play both sides of the ball. That's a different kind of dominance, to be in a real conference games and saying, yeah, I'm going to play offense and I'm going to play defense.
Right.
Thank you for that. Up next, we got to get back to the Dallas Cowboys one last time. Just how impressive was Dak Prescott last night?
We have 110 yards, some.
Yeah.